What is up, you guys? It's Jaydangle. Today we're going to be doing some maintenance on the DR200 SE. We need to change the oil in this thing, and then we need to change the oil filter as well. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that step by step. You're going to need 10W40. I'm using AMSOIL. And this bike takes 850 milliliters. You can see right there. You're going to need a size 17 socket for your oil drain plug, and then you're going to need a size 10 for your oil filter cover. We are in Washington, so don't be surprised if the weather changes drastically within the next scene. Kind of milky in there. It might just be from sitting out here, or for sitting outside for as long as it did. It was sitting on a back porch for a long time. But we'll drain the oil out of it and see what it looks like. Drain plug's right here. We're gonna go ahead and pull that out. Looks like a size 17 to me. All right, get your 17. Oh, oh, oh. Ah. I'm gonna need you to go knock on my neighbor's door and tell him you need the wrench that you just threw in their yard. I'm just gonna go get another wrench.
Hey, take the rake, scoop it up.
Oh. Really? Let's pull this bolt out. You see how sludgy that was?
Mm-hmm.
Look at him inside there. Yeah, definitely need a new oil. The oil was pretty nasty. So we ought to look at this oil filter and see, you know, how nasty this thing's. Got yourself size 10 here. Put it on loosen. And please God, don't bust my knuckle again. So hopefully when we take this off, you can see if we can reuse it. At the very least, try and clean it out before we put it back in and run it. Because we don't have another oil filter with us here. And you guys might be in the same position, so I'm just gonna show you what I would do. Instead of just changing the oil and leaving this thing in here, take it off, clean it out.
Oh. It was actually perfect, it caught all of it.
It's got a spring on it right there. We'll put all this shit right here in that.
It looked like it was even seated in there, right?
Well, don't do that. Actually, let's try and clean this out real quick. So we're gonna pour some fuel through here and try and clean this thing out. Then we're gonna dry this thing out, install it back into the bike, and hopefully it should work a little bit better. Get yourself a rag, go down in here. Yeah, dirty hole. We don't like dirty holes around here. Grab that gasket. Wipe her out. This is the same wiping method I use in the house. Look at that. It's a little bit cleaner. Still some oil in there. Let's see what we can get. That seems alright. It's not perfect, but it's alright. It's better than it was. Now here's that old oil. Look at how much there is in there. It's a lot. I mean, it's just really dark. So I'm gonna change that out real quick. Drain plug back in before we start putting oil back in the system. So we're reinstalling our oil filter here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of fresh oil on the inside of it just to get it primed, you know, get it ready to go. Then you go ahead, throw in like that. Take some of that new oil, get your finger wet. Get it all over the new gasket. Go ahead and reinstall it. Go ahead and take your wrench. And then once these are tightened down, we'll go ahead and refill the system entirely and then try and start it back up and see how she runs. So we go ahead and put 850 milliliters in there, which is almost this whole thing. It's not this whole thing, but how many you say it was? It was 29 total?
28.7 ounces.
Okay, so we're just gonna leave a little bit in the bottom of this. Alright, you guys, we just got the new filter back in. Filled it full of oil. Now we're gonna start it up, see if she runs a little bit better than she was before. Choke it, baby. A little bit choke. It runs, you guys. It sounds better than it did before. And with that, I'm going to end today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see more content, be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, you guys enjoy the ride. Keep dangling. Never stop.
Even if it ain't perfect picture, we gon' paint. Late nights working till extinct, draw blank. Then we back in the tank, couple stacks in my
And
bank.
here's a more accurate representation of what the DR200 actually sounds like.